probably the favorite type of experiment you like to see in a chemistry lab. This might be your favorite weapon in various video games. This might be the weapon of choice if you're daydreaming of revenge on someone you didn't like. This is very satisfying to watch, and this is probably related to nitrogen. If you still have not guessed what it is, it's explosives. Welcome to Science Explained with me, Nitrofusion Lite, aka Nitrogen Man. And today, as the first episode for a very long series planned, we're starting off with a bang. First, before all of the fancy explosions start, we shall know that what is an explosive and what is the process of exploding in the first place. My own definition of an explosive is a type or a mixture of reactive compounds that, when triggered either by heat, pressure, or slamming particles into it, starts a violent reaction and gives up large amounts of energy, usually in the form of heat, and also generates large amounts of gas, which is what an explosion really is. Now, it's important to notice the difference between explosion, detonation, and combustion. A combustion is basically a redox reaction at high temperatures, which means burning, while explosions are a rapid increase in volume of a certain object, with the release of energy in the process, while detonation is a subcategory of explosion which have the shock waves travel supersonically, which is actually quite loud. Now, all done with these boring definitions, let's actually see some explosives. The absolute favourite of mine, nitroglycerin, unstable yet powerful, and also an amazing drug for chest pains. And also very famous, probably because of the video game Minecraft, TNT, which stands for trinitrotoluene, a powerful explosive that have little time delay. And also probably also as famous because of the Iron Man movie, I forgot which one, RDX, Research Development Explosive. The name might not be familiar, but if I say the name CE4, you should know it, since it's just super popular in movies and video games. Some other exciting ones include picric acid, PETN, which stands for pentaglycerol tetranitrate, really tricky to read, and HMX, also called oxygen. These are the common ones you probably know. One other thing that is not related to science is that these explosives really have lovely chemical configurations, with my favorite being RDX. Just look at the amazing configuration, with 9 pieces of nitrogen sticking there. Oh, except probably one explosive that I didn't mention. Nitrocellulose, or gone cotton. Instead of these short and clean molecular structure, nitrocellulose is actually a polymer, which is already bad enough to look at. But I still think nitrocellulose is pretty cool. You can check out some other videos about nitrocellulose. It feels just like regular cotton, but with the difference of soaking it in a mixture of sulfuric and nitric acid. It's now an even stronger explosive than historical gunpowder. The reason that I did not mention gunpowder is that it's a mixture, and it's just not exciting enough to talk about. But other than fancy molecular arrangements, there are also some other things that you might have noticed. If your eyes are sharp enough when I put up molecular arrangements, then you can see every type of explosive that I mentioned contains some nitrogen atoms and nitrogen compounds containing oxygen. Since nitrogen atoms are not stable independently, they prefer being gaseous diatomic form, which forms strong triple bonds. So these nitrogen compounds struggle to get rid of large molecule and be independent on their own. That's why they are very reactive, and by doing so they release lots of energy when converted into N2. But even more exciting, we also release oxygen atoms, which start the reaction by reacting with carbon to form carbon dioxide and with hydrogen to form water. So these explosives typically form nitrogen gas, carbon dioxide, and water vapor as a result of the explosion. So come on, nitrogen is awesome. But I think that wraps up for today's video. Wish you have enjoyed this episode, and if you have any suggestion for the next video, or if you just have something to say, feel free to comment down below. Oh, by the way, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe